when you're talking about the Biden administration, you were talking about communists. You were talking about people whose intellectual heroes are Pol Pot, Mao, Stalin, Hitler. This is what you're dealing with. There will never be a low. They will never find a new low. What am I talking about, of course? I'm talking about stories that should be covered 24/7. Stories that we know would be covered 24/7 if it were the Orange Man. And that's Joe Biden, of course, disrespecting Gold Star families by checking his watch. For what? What do you got, Sleepy Joe? What do you got going on? What do you have to do? So according to multiple family members of the fallen, of the heroes who were brought back to the United States after they died due to the incompetence and negligence of the Biden administration, families. Joe Biden, as coffins were taken down, Joe Biden checked his watch. Each time another fallen hero arrived, Joe Biden checked his watch. This is who he is. This is who he is, and this is who these people are. And there's never been any doubt in my mind that this is who these people are. And it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Why? Because character is destiny, right? I talk about this a lot, so maybe I'll talk about this. Character is destiny. People often say, Cernovich, how is it that you're so prophetic? How is it that you're able to see into the future, it seems like, so often, right? Well, I can tell you. I like to think that I'm smarter than the average bear, and I probably am. I mean, I tested gifted in programs at school and all of that. But what really is the guide that you can use that can help you see into the future more than anything else? Character is destiny. What does it mean, character is destiny? What is the moral character of Joe Biden? Joe Biden, when his wife died, what did he do? Did he take care of his sons? Did he take care of his family? What did Joe Biden... A lot of people don't know this. You got to go back. Go back. What did Joe Biden do? And, I'll read your comments here on the internet. If you're on Periscope, I'll read your comments. I don't really... YouTube... This streams to YouTube and Facebook, too, but I don't really read those comments. And if you're watching anywhere but Rockfin, go to rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/. So what does it mean, character is destiny? Who knows what happened? Who knows what Biden did when his wife died? When Joe Biden's wife died, he brought his sons out like little props, right? Imagine this. Imagine you're a child. You've just experienced about the worst thing, other than, say, child molestation or something of that nature. A parent dying, I would say, would be about the worst thing that could happen to you. And your father then props you up as an accessory so that he can get sympathy points for his political career. I mean, that's what he did. That's who Joe Biden is. That's his character, sympathy points. That's his character right there, 40 years ago. That's who he is. That's his character. To Joe Biden, dead soldiers returning from a mission was his character. What did you expect him to do? Did you expect him to have any gravitas? Did you expect him to have any human decency? What would you expect this character? That's why people say, oh, I can't believe this guy did so-and-so. Sure, I can. It's character. Character is destiny. If I know your character, I know your future. I don't need to know your past, right? Because people have different past experiences. It matters a lot less than your character. Your character is going to take you throughout your whole journey. internally, and then you find that externally. So here's what I mean by that. Your character is, if you are a hard worker, I know you will make it. I don't know when. I don't know if it'll be 5 months, 5 years, 15 years. Maybe you won't make it until you're 70. Maybe you won't make it until you're much older. But I know that you will make it if you're a hard worker, if that's your character. If your character's lazy, I know that even if you stumble into a windfall, you'll lose your money. This is future, your character. If you're an honest person, I know that you'll probably get taken advantage of because honest people project their honesty onto other people, right? Oh, does that make sense? Think about it. This is what people do, and this is what I don't do, and this is what I want to teach you to not do. Do not project your own morality or your own character onto other people. Honest people are likely to get taken advantage of because they assume honesty on other people because they project their own worldview. Dishonest people often are less likely to be taken advantage of because they don't trust anybody because they know that they're scumbags, right? But they also miss out on a lot of opportunities because if you're dishonest, you're always looking for the angle, right? Here's how you can tell if someone's dishonest. If when they're presented with an opportunity, they assume the person's working an angle. What's this angle this guy's working? That tells me that you're a dishonest person because that's how you project your worldview onto everyone else, right? Honest person, they'll, of course, be too trusting. So you have to find, as is always the case, you have to find the golden mean, as Aristotle called it, the mean between the extremes, the mean between trusting everyone or assuming everyone's working an angle or a hustle. You find that nice slot, which is people are what? What's the golden mean? What is the golden mean of honesty, for example? The golden mean of honesty isn't you trust everyone, and it's not that everyone's running a hustle. The golden mean is that people are acting in their own self-interest, and they want to make money off the deal. They want something out of it. And then you find something you want out of it. And the golden mean is mutual what? Benefit. The golden mean is mutual benefit. The golden mean is the win-win. Not enough people think like this, right? The golden mean is a win-win. That's why I always tell people, where's the win for you? Because people always come to me like, too good to be true stuff. And I go, where's the win for you? It's not that I don't trust you. Where's your win? And the reason I had to learn this is because I'm an above average honest person. I would say I would be in the top 1% of honesty. Right? A lot of people have nasty things to say about me. Nobody ever says that I lie to them. Think about how long I've been prominent. No, there's nobody, Cernovich claimed that he was going to do this, claimed that. No, that's not true. So because I'm above average in honesty, I would maybe be a little too trusting. So now when people come to me with things, what's your win? What's your win? It's not even what your angle is. What's your win? How is this a win for you? And if there's no win for themselves, then I know it's a scam because go donate to charity if you're that generous, right? Go donate to charity if that's what you want to do. If you just want to help people, you want to win, and that's fine. What's your win? And I'm honest about that too. If I'm going to do something with someone, I'll tell them, here's the win for you, here's the win for me. I think it's a win-win. That's the golden mean. That's the sweet spot between assuming everyone's running a hustle and has some kind of angle and is trying to run game versus everybody's honest all the time. You can trust anyone all of the time. People are good. No, show me the win-win for everyone. If you show me the win-win, you've found the golden mean between the extremes of distrust and excessive trust. And that's why America works. I was thinking about North Korea yesterday and how they don't have any lights and there was a meme that went around. So I wasn't alchemically creating this. This is a meme that I saw that I was thinking about. And where you have a case study in communism versus capitalism, right? Does capitalism have excess? Sure. Are the worst excesses of capitalism worse than the worst excesses of communism? Right? That's how I would frame the socialism versus capitalism debate. Are the worst excesses of communism worse than the worst excesses of capitalism. Rather, right? Which is worse in the excess? Is capitalism worse in the excess, or is communism worse in the excess? And you can, of course, look at North Korea. Think about it. Just think about it. Because this is how, by the way, this is how you have to argue with people when you use rhetoric, right? I don't argue, I just share the truth. And think about it like this. Bernie Sanders is complaining on Twitter that not every old person has a hearing aid and eyeglasses, right? That would be an excess. Wealth inequality would be an excess of capitalism. Not every old person can afford a hearing aid and eyeglasses. Let's set aside the fact that Bernie Sanders is a Democrat. He rolled over for Democrats in both presidential elections, for Hillary Clinton in 2016, for Biden in 2020. Democrats control the House, the Senate, the presidency. Bernie Sanders is complaining impotently because that's his character. He's impotent, right? Remember when I said character is destiny? See how these all fold together? Character is destiny. Bernie Sanders' character is impotent. The moment of truth, he rolled over for Hillary Clinton. He rolled over again for Joe Biden. Now he's on Twitter saying, why don't old people have glasses, eyeglasses, and hearing aids? Well, I don't know what. Senator? I don't know, Senator. Democrat Senator? Why doesn't the Democrat Senate and the Democrat House create a bill that the Democrat president can sign into law? I don't know, bro. That's on you. That ain't on me. But in any event, there's no comparison. There's no comparison between not every old person can afford eyeglasses and hearing aids. And in communism, nobody can have them, right? So the excess of communism is no one can have it. The excess of capitalism is not everyone can have it because it's wealth inequality. Is that even an excess when you think about it that way? Right? Just think about it for a minute. And that's how I talk to people about these issues. Because what a lot of conservatives do, a lot of Republicans do, and why they can't reach people the way that I can reach people is I would like to live in a world where every old person can live pain-free. I would like to live in a world where every old person has the eyeglasses they need, that has the hearing aid that they need. I know I would like to live in that world. I know that communism and socialism doesn't get you in that world. Communism and socialism means everyone's miserable. Capitalism means everybody's going to be better than everybody other than the party leaders in capitalism, socialism, right? Communism, socialism. So, for example, Kim Jong-un is, they're leading, he's leading a nice life. Everybody else has a terrible life. In capitalism, 10% lead a great life. 40% live a better than average life. The bottom 40% still live better than the top 10% under communism, right? The poor in America, would you rather be poor in America or poor in Cuba? I've been poor in America. Not fun. Not a great situation to be in. I've been poor in America. Right? Yeah, people come in and say, so people come in the comments, they like to come hate. That doesn't bother me. So think about that. Would you rather be poor in America or poor in North Korea? Would you rather be poor in America and poor in Cuba? And it's unfortunate that I have to even debase myself. It's like debasing to me that I have to use my intellect and my wisdom and my power and the wisdom of my ancestors to explain why communism is bad, but that's the world we live in. Because why? Because human nature doesn't change. To be human is to covet. To be human is to compare not just yourself to yourself, but yourself to others. be human is to resent. Human all too human, as Nietzsche called it. Human all too human, those base level human emotions. You know how many people in this country are richer than me? Millions. 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 In this world richer than me? Hundreds of millions. Tens of millions. Right? I'm not rich. I don't sit around looking at rich people, though. I sit around and think, what an amazing journey this is, right? What a ride, man. I grew up poor on welfare, and now I live a nice life. You know, a humble middle-class life. Nothing extreme. Not flying first class. Not flying private. Just a humble existence, right? Humble middle-class existence. What a joy it is. Because or at least I attempt to, not always, but I've transcended those baser elements of my humanity, the human all too human aspects, where you think there's all these people who have more than me, therefore I'm going to covet what they have. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, right? You should never look at another man's wife. This is where Sharia law and modesty culture have something to say. I'm not saying everybody needs to wear a burqa. I'm just saying that there's a message there about modesty for everyone. Thou shalt not covet. Your life is so much better when you don't covet. Bernie Sanders is a debased, terrible human being, if you think about it. A weak human being, though. Weak and impotent. Much as Trump was during his presidency on Twitter, squealing as if he's not the president of the United States. I also thought was kind of debasing. At least when I complain, I'm a guy on Twitter. I'm not a senator. I'm not a president. I'm a guy on Twitter, man, who a lot of people read, obviously, millions of people. But if I were the senator like Bernie Sanders of the majority ruling party, I wouldn't tweet the way that he tweets. If I had been the president of the United States, as Donald Trump was, I wouldn't have tweeted as he tweets. Now Trump can't even tweet. What a life, right? Trump's not even an asshole on Twitter now. Trump's an asshole issuing press releases, hoping other assholes on Twitter post them. You notice I never post those, by the way. Have you noticed that? We got Jake in here at the Rockfin. If you're watching anywhere else, go to rockfin.com, rokfin.com/Cernovich. Sign up for free. If you like me, like my streams, we're doing an annual subscription. You get not only me on Rockfin, you get Ben Askren, you get world-class Olympic wrestlers, the mindset master classes. You get access to a lot, actually. I mean, a lot. If you really want to take your life to another level from a mindset component, there's some great material on Rockfin. So sign up to my channel, but that gets you everything, the full library, the full master classes, not just my master class, which I have, and a lot of people still buy my master class. I feel bad. You know, I haven't promoted my master class, if you noticed, which did really well. You notice why I haven't promoted my master class, mindset master class, because you can buy the master class for, I think it's $199, and thus you get the master class. And the master class is worth thousands. I mean, if you implement in your life, it's worth millions. But I sell it to keep it affordable, so you can buy my master class for $199, or you can get an annual subscription at Rockfin for $99 and get my master class, every backlog of podcasts, master classes from other people, world-class athletes, champions, and then media, journalism, news from all sorts of people. It's crazy. Everybody should be on Rockfin. A lot of people tell me I should go exclusively on Rockfin. Okay, Matthew asked me on Rockfin, Mike, do you or your followers know a good source for cigars made without additives or chemicals? That's most. That's most. There's not a lot of additives or chemicals in a premium hand-rolled cigar. So I would go with Fuente, Padron. A lot of people like Gurkha. I mean, people like Rocky Patel. There's a lot of great brands. I personally smoke mostly Fuentes and Padrones. They're natural hand-rolled products. Yeah, character is destiny. So Joe Biden is with Gold Star families, people who he got killed. Let's just not make any mistake about it. Let's just check in, by the way. Let's just check in. Let's check in on the week. How'd the week go? What did we have this week? Okay. $85 billion of weapons and equipment left for the Taliban. Multiple children reportedly killed in a drone strike. Over 10 dead service members. And now apparently a bunch of dogs were abandoned too. I'm probably leaving the stuff out. I've been on vacation. I miss streaming with you guys, by the way. I've been on vacation. I miss streaming. I'm back in the groove. I'm building out a studio. We got a lot of good things going on because when you subscribe to rockfin.com/Cernovich, I'm just rolling that into the new equipment. We got a lot going on, actually. A lot going on, man. It's exciting times. Exciting times being American. Exciting times to join the party, the Cerno party. You know, get with the wisdom of our ancestors. Yeah, Jake's just really, really upset. You know, they come into Rockfin and then they complain and cry. That's all they can do, though. They live by resentment. Yeah, the story now is, well, the dogs are stray dogs. I mean, you know, cover up. Just like they claim the drone, ISIS K now, right? Special K. So now there's a new... Sorry, I shouldn't laugh about such weighty topics. But they say you can laugh or you can go mad. Joy is the antidote. Joy is the antidote. Hope is the antidote. It always will be. It's not enough to have COVID-19. You now have the Delta variant. Can I take a test, though, and find out, you know, if I have the Delta variant or is it just COVID? Does the test actually show this or not? No, but you have the Delta variant. Well, okay. Can you show that on a test? No. Trust the science. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mom. Yes, dad. I just trust whatever you tell me. Okay. So you can't just have COVID now. You have to have a COVID Delta variant. You can't just have ISIS now. It's ISIS K. Fold it into one now. So now we need, because the thing about panic and hysteria is people become, it's called hedonic adaptation. It works both ways. Let's talk about hedonic adaptation and panic and hysteria. Hedonic adaptation, it's been proven scientifically, provides that wherever you are, you adopt to. If you have, so for example, if you win the lottery, whoa, I won the lottery, your happiness level will spike, and then just kind of goes back to a baseline. Your baseline might be higher, so let's say you're a 5 happy, you win the lottery, you're a 10 happy for, I don't know, a couple days a week, and then you gradually settle down into a baseline which might be higher than 5, it might be 6 or 7, but it isn't going to be 10. You're not going to be 10 all the time. The same thing is true of tragedy. Let's say you're at a 5 happiness baseline level. Tragedy strikes. You're in the depths of despair. You're at like a 2. You're barely hanging on. You come through that, you're going to be at about a 5, maybe a 4. Maybe you find meaning and you hit a 6. But you're going to adapt to, you're going to become acclimated and adapt to that new baseline. But it's going to be similar to where the other baseline was. The same is true of panic and hysteria. Everybody's panicking. Everybody's freaking out. Oh, my God. Everybody's dying. Bodies in the streets. Okay, well, that spike goes down. That spike where there's a level 10 fear and hysteria goes back down to, well, I'm only panicking by a 6. Oh, and now there's ISIS K. Okay, whew. You got me back up to a 9 again. Now I'm really freaked out. But then eventually they'll go back down to a lower baseline. Then you got to jack them back up all the time. Eventually that wears off. It's like any kind of drug where you need a higher and higher dose because the mind control is happening on the dopamine level, the opioid level, right? You can only get so high before you keep chasing the dragon and you fall back down. And then what's going to happen to the panic and hysteria people is they're going to have a crash. But in the meantime, give them that sugar rush, give them that dopamine spike, give them that high that they're addicted now to fear and hysteria and pain. I wish people became addicted to love. They say some people are addicted to falling in love. Not really. People are addicted to falling into fear. People are addicted to panic and hysteria. That's what people are addicted to. So there's going to have to be another Oh, J6. J6, because I forgot about J6, right? We're supposed to, again, be terrified of J6. So they already have 3, right? I can't even keep track of the hysteria because I am a historian of our time, living history and making history, and I can't even keep track of the hysteria. So you have J6 hysteria, COVID-19 Delta hysteria, and now ISIS-K hysteria. They need 3. They need to give you 3 hits of opioids now, right? Used to be 1 hit was enough. I used to do a little, but a little didn't do it. So a little got more and more. Who remembers that? Who recognizes that? I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do it. So a little got more and more. I just keep trying to get together. Got to do a little bit more than before. That's where we are, right? I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do it, so a little got more and more. That's where we are. I used to have a little hit of COVID. That would make me panic. That didn't do it, so I needed J6. Insurrection riot, Orange Man, kids in cages. Little got more and more. ISIS-K. Cletus driving to the Capitol, claiming the South. He's claiming he's from the South. Oh, that didn't work. That Nashville thing, bombing in Nashville, allegedly. I don't know how long ago that was. FBI kidnapping plot. They're drugging you. Maybe they're not drugging you, but, the MAGA people are drugging you. Trump is going to be president any day now. Right? That's your drug. That's your drug. The left's drug is J6, COVID-19 Delta, ISIS-K. The right's drug is all this election stuff, but I've used the words, that'll get algorithmically flagged. So everybody now is addicted, and they need more and more because it used to just take a little bit. The media is Mr. Brownstone, huh? Won't leave you alone. Won't leave you alone. Incredible. But in any event, my mood is not faltering. I'll still keep preaching love while reporting the news, while writing history. But don't get caught up in this nonsense. And learn the messages. Learn the general principles. Don't just become a little consumer who takes a little hit of sugar, a little hit of dopamine. Yeah, F Joe Biden. Here's what Joe Biden did. Here's what I'm at. Just say, yeah, character is destiny. This is why character matters. This is why in 2024, we need someone of good moral character. I hate to tell you, that ain't Donald Trump. It ain't Joe Biden. Who? I don't know yet. But I know that the only way forward for this country is for people of character, high moral character, to step up. It's not Mitt Romney. Where are the people of good character? I don't know. That's what it's going to take. Because we don't have it. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. If you're watching anywhere but Rockfin, go to rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. Sign up, get that annual subscription, and then go look around Rockfin. I have a lot of great stuff on there, a whole back, because people go, oh, you can do podcasts. I have hundreds of episodes of podcasts, hundreds of them. They're on Rockfin, though. I just put them behind Rockfin. So go to rockfin.com/Cernovich, get the annual subscription, and then go look around, enjoy all the great material and information at rockfin.com/Cernovich. Get the annual